Zeetron presents the iPhone 3G and/or 3GS Digitizer touch panel replacement directions. Please be sure to visit us at www.zeetron.com for all your iPhone parts. This content is to be used for informational and entertainment purposes only. You are using these video instructions at your own risk. Zeetron makes no representations, warranties, or conditions of any kind. Following these directions may void your warranty. You are performing this repair at your own risk. Over here I'm going to be replacing a 3G. You can use this video for a 3GS as well. It is exactly the same, but the only difference is that you have to use a 3GS glass instead. I'm going to show you the simplest way to open, repair, and close your phone. You're going to want to start out by removing two screws on the bottom. I've already removed one, so we just have to remove one more. Now this is actually a magnetic screwdriver, so it's very convenient when you're dealing with small screws. Now the next step is you're going to want to take a suction cup like this and want to put it on the bottom of your screen. You might not get it from the first time, but try it. It's really not that difficult. You're going to pull out the screen. Now don't pull too hard because there are wires that are still connected over there inside. Now while the suction cup is still on, you're going to use one of your pry tools to pry open everything that needs to be pried. Over here, now wire number 1, which is the LCD, came out by itself. Wire number 2, which is the digitizer. And then you have one more wire that right over here, one second, that you just have to peel out and it comes out, which is wire number 3. Okay, now that you have separated the front and the back, you can put this part aside because you won't need it anymore. Alright, now you can remove the suction cup. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to remove the LCD from the digitizer. You have 2 screws on this side and 3 screws on this side. You also have a screw over here on top. Now while I do this, if you visit our website, which is www.zeetron.com, we actually have a toll-free line where if you have any questions or you get stuck along the way, feel free to call and somebody will help you out. We actually also offer a replacement service in the case that you do not want to do this yourself. You send your phone into us and we'd gladly fix it for you. Also, when you're gonna replace your LCD, if you need to replace your LCD, the process is very similar. Stay tuned, we're going to have videos for that as well. Now I've seen on YouTube, once you've taken off the screws, many people are recommended to take a pry tool and to pry underneath like this to pop off the LCD. I do not recommend to do that because you're going to damage your LCD. There's a much simpler way to do this. You can take a knife or a simple screwdriver, and over here you can actually stick it in between 2 metal pieces. One is the LCD and one is the frame itself. This way you're not going to damage anything, and it is very simple. So once you get your screwdriver inside, just peel it off and a simple 1, 2, 3 and the LCD comes off. This part we're not going to be needing right now. Okay, so here we have the cracked screen, which has a frame on it, which we need to take off. Now to do this you're going to need either a heat gun or a fan. You can use your mom's or your wife's fan. Just make sure they don't find out because they're going to get pretty upset. Other than that, you're going to want to start heating the bottom part first, and then you're going to want to heat the top part. Now, I had a lot of questions. How long do you heat it for? Where do you heat it for? It's very simple. Use your common sense. You don't want to burn anything, but at the same time, you want to get it a little bit hot so you can, take it off. So I'm going to head and do that. Okay, once it's all heated up, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove the frame. It should be pretty easy to be removed. Now, in the case that it's not coming off as easy as it is coming off now, because sometimes if you have a lot of cracks, it's going to be hard. What you're going to want to do is you're going to remove the frame a little bit and stick something sharp. You can use the other tools. I prefer to use a screwdriver underneath, and all you have to do is slide it, but make sure when you slide it underneath the home button. This way you don't damage the home button. And you slide it just like that. It's going to come off, and on the top it's going to come off the exact same way, just like that. Okay, this is garbage, and now you have your frame. So to take off the old adhesive, it's simple. You just take it off. It's there's no rocket science. You just peel it off like that, and it's supposed to come off. Now, if your frame is bent a little bit, don't get frustrated. It's nothing bad. We'll straighten it out. Just like that. You peel it. It's gonna come off. Okay. This process I personally hate the most because it's kind of annoying, but you guys will get the hang of it, and I'm sure you guys will do it faster than me. You're going to take off the adhesive. Now the one that goes on the bottom is the one that has kind of a J shape right here. That's the one that goes on the bottom. Okay, once it's on, you're going to want to take a tool. You're going to want to just, you know, make sure it's on well. Okay, same thing on the top. And if the frame's bent a little bit, just straighten it out. It's really not a big deal. Just like that. Okay. And then I want to do the same thing as you did on the bottom. Okay. So this is the part that I personally don't like, but you guys will get the hang of it. Just peel it off. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm using the 3M adhesives. There's so many of them out on the market. I do not recommend any of them but the 3M because they stick much better. Others, they don't stick as well. These are the best ones, and the ones we use. So once you have it off, it's ready for the new glass digitizer.